Let's get my chat window open. All right. Hi. So, this week I actually came with a different brew. White Weenie I actually really enjoyed. I did tune it a little bit, and I think there's like a list there. I just need to practice a little bit till I find it. It's like all about, tinkering, getting the right ones and one mana creatures. But what I came with this week is very irresponsible and probably isn't good. Basically, the idea was we have access to this new lovely 4 mana creature here with Ardent Elementalists. If I can pull up here. Basically, it's a 4 mana 2/1 that says whenever I enter the battlefield, you take an instant or sorcery from your grave and add to your hand. We've had effects like this in the format for a really, really, really long time. I forgot the name to change the name of my stream. Oh, it was stupid. But anyhow, so I was thinking when it comes to deck building, like, what does that give us? And I started thinking about what kind of decks, since we have access to red now, that we can finally put this effect in where we couldn't before. And something I thought of was actually red-green Cascade. And let me see, I'm gonna make sure I get this stream information. But one of the things we need to think about, though, is, like, this deck, strangely enough, like, it already had a lot of enter the battlefield effects already, like through Land and War Visionary, Owlbear, a new addition from, I think it's the Dungeons and Dragons set. And I also kind of added in Stonehorde Dignitary because why not try it? I'm finding that this is one of the cards that I'm cutting a lot. And basically our deck is, we're going to play all the dumb things in the format. We have like Cleansing Wildfire, we have our giant cascading nightmare creatures and Stonehorde Dignitary, and then we have, a kind of like Mnemonic Wall / Archaeomancer effect here. Oh, and I think we had it up to 10 bridges, I think. I think this number might be an irresponsible amount to, consistently have Galvanic Blast online, but I mean, in my few practice games, it's worked out fine, but that's probably luck alone. But yeah, the standard battle plan of ramp a bunch, then play these like big, expensive Cascade cards or Owlbears, and just kind of like value our opponent out. For our side, this is fun. So we get Ephemerates 4, and then we have Stonehorde Dignitary 3 and 4. Dust to Dust, since we're playing white now in this deck, why the hell not? Like, we could Dust to Dust away the other artifact, indestructible lands. Red Elemental Blast in the 3 of. I think I went a little bit too deep into this, and I was like, oh man, like, what about the Fae matchup? We always need to have something for that. This card might be the one that comes out of the board, but it's kind of like a default red sideboard card that I kind of like having. The 4 Cannonade goes without explanation, kills like elves, and like, you can get even slivers if you time it right properly. Weather the Storm. So it turns out this card is absolutely ridiculous alongside Ephemerate and this Ardent Elementalist here. Like, I think one game in practice, I brought that card in against, I think it was like Mono Black, I believe. And there were turns where I just had that in the board, in the bin. I like lightning bolts, flicker the Elementalist, get back our Weather the Storm, and then like I think we got back, a bolt again, off the Ardent. Yeah, so I think we were pretty sure we didn't need to worry about getting the Ephemerate back. Bolted them, Weather the Storm, gained like 15 life, and the opponent kind of realized like, oh no, we can do that every turn now. Like, but yeah, no, it's been interesting. But enough of my yapping, let's get the silly games going. But the thing is, though, the deck is very irresponsible. I didn't do the white splash properly at all. And I honestly think a Mardu, like kind of like a Ephemerate-based deck would probably be better. But that's probably the next brew I'd try, is playing like a Mardu version as opposed to Naya. Okay, meanwhile, let me try to get my Steam stuff up. Stream stuff going. There it is. Update this. This hand seems fine. Okay, good. That should be better now. Okay. So this hand's pretty solid. Albeit a hair on the slow side with the double comes into play tapped lands, but I'll give it a shot. I mean, it's not like we're doing anything before turn 3 anyways. We could, I guess, like, foretell the Saruf Packmate but we'll see. Okay. Yeah, I've been noticing a lot with a lot of the decks I've been playing against. It's just been a lot of like experimentation with like these artifact-based lands and like the new tools that we've had that we've kind of been like held back a little bit because of Chatterstorm being so prevalent. Lord knows. So is this Affinity? Or it could be the Naya deck I was worried. I mean, the Marty deck. Opponent's really in the tank here. Okay, looking more like Affinity. Oh, okay. Alright. So this deck wasn't, I didn't even remember now that Mogwarts can be played again. Holy crap. Every single time I get surprised. Okay. I guess we have a bolt up, so if like anything tremendous happens, we can do something. And they're probably gonna like end a turn. Oh, I'm expecting them to cycle something at least. Yeah, actually, I do kind of want to brew up Mogwarts. Man, why are they playing artifact lands? That is so weird. Well, I guess there's that one card you can sacrifice. Oh yeah, we'll take one, whatever. I think it's like a. Oh, it's a card that came out of the Yeah, I believe it came out of the Dungeons and Dragons set where I think it's like sacrifice a land or a creature if you do like you draw 2 cards and get a treasure, I think. Like technically that's very good for this deck. Like, blow up an extra land or whatever. Now, I mean, I'll be surprised if they can go off on turn 2 or turn 3 rather. Yeah, I guess one thing we kind of missed in our brew is we don't have very much graveyard interaction. So that might have been a mistake. That's something we can cut the Red Elemental Blast for, is having a graveyard interaction. Well, we're definitely bringing in Dust to Dust against them, because this, like, they have the Karoo lands and the artifact lands as well. No D2? No, I haven't got my capture card yet, though, but it's nice to see you. Yeah, I am seriously considering buying a capture card. Oh my goodness. So we could play a tap land, because we have an option here to have 5 mana available to us, then we'll be taking a tap land for sure. We do need to start pressuring them. We could bolt them, like bolt their creature right now. Because then that would put them on the hook to find another Putrid Goblin. Because to my knowledge, like back when it's been a while since I played Mogwarts, but back then, once the creature got its -1/-1 counter on it, it was basically useless for us for the combo. So I think we just do this. Do it now, so they have no hope to first day of school us? Or is it first day of class? I always mess the name of that one up. The deck's about sending goblins to Magic College. Who cares? Mess the name up. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 mana when they play their land in their hand. Yeah! Okay, that was good enough. Oh, they just straight up conceded. Oh, do we play against... Okay. Alright. So this guy, Propaganda, oh god. Play against Propaganda on my stream to get my shit pushed in. This is gonna be great. Shit, that's not going well. Mulligan. I'll keep this. The Galvanic Blast is very good. I think we're gonna keep... No, probably the Galvanic. At least it's it could. I think his son sometimes plays on his account. Yep, they're on the black aggro deck. Okay, interesting. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is like, I think there was a mono black suicide deck. This could be what he's playing. Yeah, that's what he's playing. Okay. This is one of the matchups I think, if it's the list how I think it is, yep, Bone Picker. Weather the Storm is very good against. Ooh, and Dignitary is also solid as well. Okay. I think we're going to kill this now, so he doesn't have access to sacrificing it in response for paying for a spell. Because we also don't want to inadvertently turn on another Bone Picker in his hand. I mean, that'd be kind of a sweet draw if he had both. I'd be surprised if his son played on his dad's account, though. I mean, they both play test, so maybe. Bone Picker? Okay, yeah. Oof. Talk about a read, man. Let's go, dude. Still got it. Alright, so you fully tapped out for that. Damn. Let's... Again, do this now, just in case. So next turn we have access to Stoneheart Dignitary. Oh, I know he hates this card too, so this is gonna be rough. Who's calling me right now? No. Oh my goodness. Crip Rats, okay. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's put this in silent mode. Oh, the follies of using your webcam. I mean, your phone as your camera. Good God. Uh-huh. So do we just play Dignitary here? I mean, it's not like we have much else. Like, we could play our, Elemental, get the... Seems pretty bad. So let's just stick with just not letting them have a turn. I know he hates this card too, so I feel kind of bad. Mm-hmm. 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 Let's get back Bolt. I mean, I imagine he's in a Crip Rats for quite a bit here. Alright. Because I want him to blow that Crip Rats as soon as possible. Question is, I don't think we really need to attack. We need him for blockers. Because he can Crip Rats for 4, kill all of our guys, yeah. You got it. And this is gonna make him, I think, like a 1 guy, I think. He gets 1 guy back after this. Yeah. You got it. Yep, that is 1 big old squirrel. Granted, we do need to get a mana source to actually have the development of all these extra cards in our hand, like Unearth, okay. Another Crip Rat, okay. Alright, mid-range deck, let's do it. Galvanic Blast? I mean, I guess it's technically live. Yeah, I'm fine with this. Is he gonna end a turn, like, kill everything? 5 me? Attack for 2. It's gonna put me to 11. I potentially have 7 burn in my hand. I can just take 2. Because he can 7 me back. But then he'll be taking 14 if he Crip Rats for everything. And just draw the first game? That's always hilarious. That is a good wolf, so we'll play him. Oh my goodness, there comes the land finally. And hold up a Galvanic Blast? Because then, like, so I have him virtually out. Yeah, he's gonna pump it for everything. If he has another Unearth in our hand, we might be dead. Village Rights. Okay. Yep. Yeah, because if he has Unearth, he can just crank it for 5. 2 to any target, yeah. Shambler, okay. Mono black aggro, baby. Oh, I'm going to Galvanic Blast you. Because potentially if we draw another Galvanic Blast here, we could win. I'm still on that plan, so... Or another Bolt does it too. I don't think we're gonna fire it off just yet. I think this is a matchup that gets much better post-board. Because we'll be able to bring in Dignitary, Weather the Storm. Let's see. I'll have to also look over the board because I don't have it completely memorized. Yep. We're just not going to block the Peerless Mare. We're going to block... Because I think this guy lets me -1/-1 a guy. So yeah, I think that one I'm fine with. Yeah, because I think he's going to kill this guy as opposed to getting the treasure token. Yep. Oh, is he choosing to get the treasure? Oh no, kill him. Okay. Yeah, for sure. Another Perilous Mare? Sure. I think we have to draw another lightning bolt, like a bolt-like effect, or we're dead. Jeez, he did like the most. Our opponent dealt more damage himself than I did. Alright, so we have one possible draw. Yep. Oh, we missed the bridge. It sucks. I mean, we missed the bowl effect. Okay, that's fine. We'll go to game 2. Alright, so... Yes. Okay, so... What? You just conceded? Oh my god. That makes me sad. Oh wait, we're still in the game. Okay. Okay, so... 2 Dignitary for sure. Ephemerate's coming in. Weather the Storm's coming in. Fiery Cannonade. I mean... I think some number of these is fine. Because even though it does kind of like advance their plan. Entourage of Trust. Don't think Monarch's great. Owlbear, I think we can cut. Because we're going to become more of like this control-y type shell. And we seem like a big threat, basically. Still got to make 3 more cuts, though. Cut a Gambit. Cut a Galvanic? No. Probably the Galvanic. It's too inconsistent. Oh, let's right equip. Dominguez, no. Okay. I wonder why he quit the match. That's a shame. JJ Gregarious. Okay. Man, I am too stubborn to activate my version of Windows. I'm just refusing to do it. This hand's fine. We're gonna cut... probably the bolt. Yeah, cut the bolt. Yeah, cut the bolt, because we're going to... we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 lands, and then over that time we're going to draw 4 cards. So we should be able to get enough lands to be able to play our boarding party here on curve. Just burn? Oh, this is like some sort of Kiln Fiend deck. Okay. Alright, alright. Oh, this deck is... Yikes. They got a window to kill us. Let's see. So, blow up our own land. It might have been an argument there to take a land from... Well, it makes no sense to get a basic anyways. Okay, get the forest. We have double green online. Drew another dignitary. Okay. So if we draw an untapped source, we can just Stormhorn dignitary them away for a few turns, which doesn't seem too terrible. Metamorphose. Okay, I guess they're going for it now. Well, I mean, they could just be trying to dig for more cards, hit lands and stuff. Oh, Metamorphose into Metamorphose. Okay. You got it. You can get one good hit in here. Triple Metamorphose, eh? Opponent. 3 of a kind, really? Preordain, okay. So now you can swing for 9. And then if he has no free spells, it means he's capping out at 12 damage. That is not bad on turn 2. And then bolt me. Okay. So it's 15 damage turn... Oh, for some reason I thought I added +3. So yeah, that's 14 damage on turn 2. Okay. We take those. Plus another... Oh my god, are we just straight up dead? Oh my god. LOL. 18 damage, turn 2. Sweet. Okay, well... We got lucky as hell when we drew the land, so now we're just gonna be an asshole for the rest of the game, I guess. I'm sorry, opponent. That was a sweet opener. Got another homie. We do have to draw like an Ephemerate like effect, or else all of these like stone horns and stuff from one another don't really do anything. I mean, granted, they're really sweet blockers, but he has to produce another threat to get around it. We have a bolt here to kill one of the threats next turn. We are 1 land off from having a boarding party go off. So next turn, since we have 5 mana, we can bolt a creature, Ardent Elements, get it back. Or is it better for us just to wait so we can Ephemerate? I think waiting for Ephemerate seems better. It was a very lucky draw on that untapped source, because I think we would have been dead anyways. Okay. We do need to trying to hit an Ephemerate, so draw the Llanowar Visionary. Ooh, I mean, having double removal is not bad. So force him to play his spells in his turn to protect it, yeah, because that could have possibly been damage for us. The issue with Galvanic right now is actually just like a really shitty shock, which kind of sucks. Otherwise, we don't really have a way to interact with the opponent. Hmm. Mm-hmm. No, we're not planning. All right. Hmm. I suppose like normal like blue white ephemerate basics, like lists usually have more like card draw and blues and consistently get their ephemerate. So it's like one design issue I'm seeing right now is my card draw is a little too slow. Sure. I mean, if he has like Team or Battle Rage, we're just dead anyways. Yeah, we might as well just block everything. Questions, do we double up? I mean, if they have it, they have it. There's really not much we can do about it. Yep, Team or Battle Rage. Okay. Granted, they only just got double strike, not trample, because their creatures weren't big enough. So I guess they like kill our dudes and their dudes don't die, which is fine, I guess. We live. So he has 2 damage marked on him. So I guess we can use this time to kill one of them since they're out of mana, unless they have another mutagenic or something like that, which would be unlucky because we've seen 2 for them already. So this bolt clears up their last threat, which we need to have a little self-control and not do that right now. Let's see what our card is first. So just bolt this guy. Do this now. And just, I don't know, miserably beat them down with the 1/4. Alright, so, And then what's nice though is from here on out, let's see what our graveyard is. So we can ramp, okay. So let's think. So Weather the Storm is very important. Fiery Cannonade actually doesn't kill any of their homies. Ephemerate's fine. Bring in the Dignitaries. Red Elemental Blast could potentially be good. I'm just betting that they're more like the blue cards they're playing are mostly just to like smooth out their draws. I think we cut the Allosaur just because if we're in the position where we're playing this card, we've probably already won the game. I don't want to play Monarch games with that deck. I'm good. If I lose it, I'm just dead. Let's see, maybe cut a Galvanic Blast just because it's an inconsistent bolt. I wonder if Galvanic Blast should just be Chain Lightning instead. Yes. Yeah, because I was curious because that's a card that came out of Midnight Haunt. Is oof. Oh, this is fine. Never mind. Hand's fine. Yeah, because the extra Kiln Fiend-like effect was something that came out of a Midnight Haunt. And I'm happy that someone's trying something with it, because, like, I think one of the first decks I played in Pauper, like, I'm talking barely getting into the damn format, was Kiln Fiend. But back then we had, like, Gush and, like, Cataxium Probe and, you know, all the full power of all the silly free spells we shouldn't be having, right? But I imagine this deck is, like, still good, especially if you have, like, a higher threat density. Because then you, like, sure, okay, Augur Bolus is fine. Sure, while, like, you know, you may not have as much of, like, the explosive draws, just because all your spells aren't free. Having more threats on the board, on the other hand, allows, like, the last few cards in your hand to have more of an impact. So that's one way to go about it. I hit a Mutagenic. Okay. So let's ramp here. This will allow us to get our green source that we desperately need. We do need to get 1 more green so we can make sure we can cast every spell in our deck. So we're still on the hunt for that. Otherwise, oh, another bridge is good too. Otherwise, we're just same plan as last game, like play Dignitary on an opportune turn. Except this time we have the Ephemerate Ardent Elemental Stonehorn Dignitary loop. Brainstorm. Yeah, every single spell they cast without a creature... Oh, I'm sorry. Every turn in play, they don't have, like, a high threat creature. It's basically another victory for us, because it's like, if they don't play one this turn, we should be fine because then we can just play our bridge, and then from there it's like, you know, Ardent Alchemist, Ephemerate, herp derp derp, you know. One's fine. So seems good here. I shouldn't be getting too excited. Because I am known to like stop thinking and bungle things just because it's slighted in my favor. Alright, so foretell that guy. Lightning Bolt just in case they play a threat. We're going to force them to defend the creature in an opportune time. Brainstorm? Sure. Never really done an end of turn brainstorm all that much. Why not do it? Because like, I guess like, yeah, you could save the 1 mana, like potentially not be down a mana next turn, but I'd rather be card deeper into my deck, right? I don't know. That's the one thing that's always kind of surprised me when I started playing Pauper more online was the only context for Brainstorm for me was whenever we were allowed to play proxy legacy games at my shop that I played at, and that was just the prevailing wisdom from all the you know, the players that have been around the game forever. I would do an end of turn brainstorm, and I was like, no, 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 don't do that. And they'd always get mad at me about it. And I kind of just took that as a rule since everyone around me was kind of saying the same thing. The one thing I'll say about Kiln Fiend, though, is it doesn't actually buff its power like the other Fiend does. Or the Devil, I think it is. It's like he has to have exactly Galvanic Blast in order to protect Kiln Fiend, or some sort of like counter magic. Nope. Just taking it bodied. Let's just bolt him. I mean, and if he has counterspell here, like, that's fine. Yeah, so he has exactly mutagenic growth, which is fine. Now that could have been 6 damage at our face instead, so I'll take it. Okay, so now we start playing the style of Magic that no one likes. This could potentially be a counterspell behind this. If that is counterspell, let's take a breather here. So if he has a counterspell, we play a Dignitary, gets countered, we just get hit for 1 billion. So let's just cast this guy. Get a card deeper, hope to hit another removal spell. Otherwise we can block Ephemerate. Ooh, that sucks, we're down to green. Yeah, so if they play like a wall of stuff that doesn't include Temur Battle Rage, we just block with a Surf Pack Mage or Ephemerate. That seems so bad. Metamorphose, okay. We also get to discover if they have a counterspell right here because they clearly don't want us like they're not gonna want us to start doing like Ephemerate shenanigans, so they'll probably likely counter this right away. We can follow up Temur Battle Rage, okay. Okay. Kind of wish we didn't, because this weather storm would have been pretty backbreaking if I'd have thought about it. Yeah, so 14. That's fine by me. So 15 actually. So we're gonna go super low. I mean, I might as well block here. And if he tries to mute it to trade this guy away, it should be absolutely insane. You want to throw it there and kill me. So. So 14 me. First strike damage, yeah. Might as well get a card deeper into our deck. Okay. Oh, that's right. I have to. Would you like to cast? Cast targeting him. Hmm. We could go for Weather the Storm here to like just gain a ton of life. I don't know how effective that would be though. Just because. Otherwise, I think we just have to go for Stonehorn and hope they don't have the counter magic. I mean, they could. Hmm. Okay, so we can Cleansing Wildfire, draw, get a card deeper, put a land into play, Ephemerate, then Weather the Storm, gain 9. Granted, if they have another like Battle Rage or something like that, we're still super dead. Fuck it, it's game 2. Let's just see. Just seriously have a counterspell. No, okay, they straight up just didn't. Okay. Alright, well I just overthought that for literally no reason. Yeah, okay. So now we just chill. We're just gonna ephemerate them out forever. Or ephemerate Stun or Dignitary Lock with the Ardent Elemental forever. And we just gotta wait to just draw a threat and then we win. Unless they have like counter magic somewhere in the middle of that. But like the upside is having multiple ephemerates might make that easier for us, but we'll see. Augur, sure. I got a preordain. Okay, that's fine. Probably desperately trying to dig for a something for to stop the ephemerate. I think it's the next combat step. So if we literally ephemerate here, they're just gonna lose 2 combats. This card's dirty, man. This is my first deck I've ever played online with it. Like, yikes. Yep. Might get a concede from the opponent here if we play this. Because I think they're skipping the... Okay, he quit. Oof. Gross. Very gross. So I do need to figure out some sort of graveyard interaction. That's like one big blind spot right now in our brew. Is I don't have a way to deal with it. If someone started doing some like say mugworts for instance, like I just have to put them on the back foot enough and then like hope for the best because like they win the game not through combat at all, so they don't care about the dignitary. And then we also have the same issue of like unless we have like a really rampy hand, we're able to go really quickly. Like I mean the dignitaries don't do anything. Our deck is a little slow and doesn't really interact with their deck at all, really. So unless they're specifically going for the win where you use oh gosh, it's the goblin where you sacrifice other goblins to give other ones +1/+1. I forgot the name of it. It's I'll remember it like 5 minutes from now. But if they try to go like infinite like pumpeting their teams, that's like the only time where our dignitary matters. Oh no, not good enough. This seems solid. I would probably cut. Probably the second bridge. Okay. Is there an argument to be made to play the other bridge? I mean, not really. Like anything. Like, so only 2-drop spells are all red, so I don't think there's anything we need white for specifically. So yeah, I think it's interchangeable. So what the hell is our opponent on? Is this just mono blue? Like, or scred red actually? Yeah, scred red makes sense. Let's see. So we have an option of foretelling here or playing Llanowar or Visionary next turn. So I think we're gonna go with the Visionary next turn. Yeah, that seems fine. It seems more mana efficient. The downside is it's a little bit slower in this turn because it comes and play tap land. So you opted for another island, so unless he's like one of those people that play snowlands for no reason, I'm betting this is red. Oh, okay, so it was a non-choice. So let's just go with the most straightforward and simple line of just Visionary. The next turn, play the Packmate. If they counter it, they counter it. So be it. Yep, you got it. I mean, this is my first time playing against some variant of like fairies before, so this will be interesting. I'll finally get to see if like Red Elemental Blast is really all we need in this matchup. Because like if they're not playing their Ninja, they really don't have much form of card advantage outside of like Spell Stutter Sprite, but that, like our cards are just cost so much, it's unlikely they're going to be able to 2-for-1 us in that way. So they're really relying upon Ninja in order to get ahead on cards. Other than that, like if one of our spells sticks, like we just got a free card, you know. Oh, let's see. So let's start. Big old stupid 3/3 for 4. Draw a card. Yeah, but Diablo 2, man, that game. Like this is my first time ever playing the game by myself, because like I dabbled with it whenever I was a lot younger, but I don't really like get too far into it. Like I it was like that game that everyone kept like talking about, and I just didn't get it, unfortunately. I opted instead to play a game called Maple Story, of all goddamn things, and I did a playthrough again recently. I think this was within the last year with my friend of mine online, so it was like a duo, and he was like a master of the game. So for him, it was just like, oh, go here, go do this, and I didn't really know what I was doing. So much so that when I'm playing now, I'm like, I don't know where to go. I don't know what I'm doing. Like I'm having to go on Discord and like ask questions like, hey, I'm in this act. Like, what do I do? And that game's amazing. It is so good. Like, I know that's like a hot take. Diablo 2 is good, by the way, but yeah, it's so like I've been enjoying it so much so that I actually skipped my stream yesterday over it. Okay, so we could Geomancer's Gambit here. Like Geomancer's Gambit, pay for a half of a Saruf Packmate. Doesn't seem too terrible. Does he have the Spell Pierce? Okay. Oh well. All right. Yes, sir. Get them out of their hand. Fine. And I also like out dunked on myself too by not leaving up red for Lightning Bolt like a champion. So he might get bodied here if he like plays exactly Ninja here. That's what I get for not thinking. Right, let's get that new line off the chat. Okay. Yeah, let's see if like we totally played ourselves and they had a Ninja. Absolute fool. Yep. You idiot, you played yourself. Nah, they got a free card. Fine. Grumble. Yeah, then the Augur's gonna give him another card. Oh my god. Okay. They got no cards off the Augur. Oh my god, that's extremely lucky for us. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? And we also get to like bolt all their things. Ay. Who needs skill? When you can just be a top decking loser like me. Alright, so 3, you get a 14. Next turn we're gonna be attacking and putting him down to 8. Oh, wait a second. It's only gonna be, I'm only paying for half of the foretell right now. They are kind of, because I'm kind of, a little bit of pressure is taken off of me now because I don't have to worry about the threat of a Ninja anymore. Because they still haven't got a creature to come into play just yet. Granted, there's no way we can play Boarding Party next turn, which kind of sucks. Well, of the cards I'd want them to counter, I don't mind Landing Visionary, because I'd rather have a more powerful creature that does basically the same thing, but the downside is we're not getting access to this Boarding Party. Well, at this stage of the game, we don't have a way to draw a Boarding Party. You know? Awesome. Yeah, because if we would have had a Landing Visionary... Oh, it wouldn't have mattered, because a creature just got bolted, so... Sure. I suppose we could Ephemerate in a turn to stop them from, like, you know, try to pressure them into countering the effect or something. Scred? Okay, so now we're going to Ephemerate. Because likely they're going to have the follow-up for this. And yeah, because they're going to want to do that. And then we can just play Boarding Party next turn. Boarding Party next turn. And then, like, they'll have to have exactly Counterspell. Which I think they've only played... They've played 2 of now. So if they have 3, that's very, very good on them drawing. So, I mean, they might have it, like, or... So that might suck. I mean, either way, we still get a card out of it through Cascade. I mean, if it's... Visionary, hell yeah, we'll play that card in. Oh my goodness. Man, this is like almost like playing like the... I wonder what the Jund version's like. Oh my god, that's probably backbreaking, man. Yeah, there's a potential there for Ephemerate just to be, does absolutely nothing, which kind of sucks. Because whenever I was drawing this list up, it was always with the context of, like, if we cascaded and hit an Ephemerate, like, we should have something in play to flicker. We got lucky there. Let's see, so just like another Scred, sure. I'm just gonna Scred away everything. Man, if we draw like another Boarding Party, that'd be insane. Oh. Mui Art. Oh man, if we had another bridge, we could have killed them right now. So we'll wait as long as possible. Like, we could potentially draw a bridge and just play it tap next turn. If we miss that, we are just like, you know, one more combat step from just killing him with the 2 Galvanic Blasts. Spell Stutter Sprite, eh? Sure. I mean, it's probably gonna die if they try to attack with it. Because I do not want to get ninja'd. Absolutely not. Not in this phase of the game, because we have it pretty much like everything locked up. Oh wait, we should have done it at combat. Spell Stutter Sprite again, eh? Could have another counterspell. I mean, it's pretty clear there's no ninja happening right now because they could have. I should have done that combat. So if they had a ninja, they could ninjutsu right there, and it wouldn't have mattered if I tried to bolt it. And Scred the guy. Yep. Oh, Scred. Oh, Scred. Oh no, it shouldn't have been a land. That's too bad. Oh man, that sucks. We were pretty much turned the corner. I'm sorry, they're starting to turn the corner now. Yeah, because now... Yeah, they could have ninja'd last turn. That's so bizarre. I don't know why they chose... Okay, I mean, I'm not going to question it. We're going to get another land, you watch. Augur, okay. So boarding, we obviously bring in... what is it? Elemental Blast for 1. Boarding Party, it does deal with a lot of fairies at once if we can't like keep things in check. All right, so what did they reveal? They got no cards with the Augur again. I mean, So let's think through this. So They need to get their third counterspell. I mean, if they have it, they have it. So what card do we grab out of our deck? We could grab Ephemerate. So yeah, I'll just do that. Just say, hey, do you have a counterspell opponent? If they do, they do. Then we'll just go on to the next game. Okay. Ephemerate might get bit by a Spell Sweater Spray. Or we can grab Geomancer's Gambit. No, just stick with Ephemerate. Let's play a Plains just in case there's some sort of counterspell trickery here. I imagine this is gonna die now. Scred, okay. So I think they've got to be out of Screds by now. They've seen like so many. 1, 2, yeah, that was all their Screds. Okay. All right. And then now we have every mid-range text nightmare. You're out of cards. They have a goddamn ninja in play. Probably would have been wiser to grab a bolt now I think about it. The Ephemerate was way too greedy. Yeah, because I was thinking like Ephemerate, get the bolt so we can get Ephemerate, and whenever we flicker it with Ephemerate, we grab a bolt. Oh, they have 2 ninjas in play now? Oh, God. So they go up to 4 cards? I don't think we're going to win this one, Captain. Unless like we draw like exactly a boarding party, and they can't do anything about it through all these cards they're drawing. Okay. I mean, this removes the boarding party question. Yeah, I think we do need to have Fiery Candidate, because it allows us to get back into the game if we're in a situation like this where everything's out of control. Yeah, sure, we might hit our land in more Visionaries from time to time. Oh, they just don't give a shit. They don't tap out completely. I mean, that's fair. They're up a ton of cards. They have 2 ninjas in play. Like, okay, so they got Bolt. So if we can't... I don't think that's wise. Okay, let's just go to the next game. Alright. Yeah, I probably should have just grabbed the bolt instead of Ephemerate. I mean, granted, even there in that situation, like... Okay, so let's go Cannonade. We can go with, like, the... Okay. Red Elemental Blast. Ephemerate doesn't seem as sweet just because they have like bolts and screds to play in their decks, so they can always just like do it in response. And in our deck, we really don't have a way to interact with it. Then again, if we're able to resolve one, oh my god. Entourage I don't like. Galvanic Blast, even when it's at its worst, isn't super terrible. We have to cut something for the Fiery Cannonades. Bring in a Dignitary. Granted, Ardent Element's kind of like Nombos with Fiery Cannonade, which kind of sucks. No, let's keep the Dignitary out. Cut a... let's bring down... Do we cut the Anora to Elsaur and rely more on just like our big broody creatures? No, that seems fine. Got the Dignitaries. We could just cut a color from our deck altogether. Just cut the white. Does make Ardent Elementalist a little bit worse. Yeah, just rely on like the fair version of our deck, or we like just ramp and kill them. Doesn't seem so bad, honestly. I wouldn't call Cascade fair. Never mind. I'm sorry. That was a slip of the tongue. Alright, so let's see. One lander with no ramp. We do have a way to interact with Red Elemental Blast, but nah. Ooh, yikes. So the same hand, but worse. I mean, this is not great, but we'll keep it and rely on just like the fact we play like 20-something lands to bring us the day. And then we just like go on like just bolts and blasts and kill every single thing they play. Yeah, just make sure they never stick a stupid little, like this guy's dying right away. Watch we get super lucky and hit a land here. That'd be great. Any land. I would take any land. Another cannonade's not bad. Do this now before they have access to Spellstutter Sprite. Sucks. That's too bad. Oh, another land. Alright, let's go, dude. Now we can play 2 bolts in one turn. Oh my goodness. Yo, I was super lucky. Oh my god, absolutely blessed. I wonder if he like held up counter spell. We just didn't do anything. Owlbear. Interesting. Your turn, opponent. We're just gonna be staring at each other all game. I have all the removal, he has all the counter magic. Nothing's gonna happen. Okay. I mean, the longer they let me just kind of like chill here, like the better it is for me, because it lets the variability of like drawing a bunch of cards go in our favor. So I don't mind this at all. I still haven't played it. Oh, they got the land number 3 finally. Relic, okay. Opponent. That's not our game plan anymore. I mean, granted, Elementalist gets like way worse, but yeah, that's fine. I think you have to tap for the other. Oh no, you can do it when it's tapped too. Damn. We immediately draw the Elementalist. That's as precious as it can get. So let's foretell. I need to use green for that, dude. Absolute dullard. Okay. Yep, counterspell. You got it. I am okay with this, sir. Auger. Okay. What if we just kill this? Hydroblast. Ayo, let's get that out of their goddamn hand right now. So yeah, you want to use that Elemental Blast you just got and save this Auger? You go up on cards, sir, if you do that. Oh, wow. Okay. This is kind of awkward. We're just kind of sitting here with board wipes in our hands. We are getting to the point where you start playing cards before we discard. He's gonna relic now, yeah. Just hang out. I do need to get used to using hotkeys more than just like clicking, so it is making me much, much slower than my opponents. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Very interactive game of Magic. Oh my god. Mind-numbing. Alright, let's see if they want to kill this one. Gonna counter it? Otherwise, get to draw a card, man. That's really sweet. I like drawing cards. Yeah, okay. It's very dead. You got there. Lance? Oh, okay. Very interesting. Ooh, red elemental blast. Mm-hmm. I think we're gonna take the art elemental as the discard, honestly. I mean, we could like bolt them, but I'd rather like have like keep mana up. So yeah, just go to the elementalist. Just makes their relic kind of irrelevant. Outside of like obviously just drawing cards. Okay. He also dies to fiery candidate. We do need to get a creature on the board. Okay, so if we try to counter this, he's gonna use his counter. Uses Hydro Blast. Personally, I don't counter target. Oh, tower target blue spell. You absolute dullard. Oh yeah, I'm an idiot. Okay, so yeah, we are gonna start the Monarch game no matter what. Yep. I wish I could tell the opponent that I'm just not even on that plan anymore. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Question is, do we bolt this now or try to get it on a cannonade? Yield to this. I think I'll just bolt it. Just like so we could possibly protect it. Mm-hmm. So he's gonna need another one in order to... Alright, good. So we have the Monarch we can at least start working at when we get Owlbear the following turn. We could cannonade now. If he has a Dispel or a Spell Pierce, we're kind of boned. I say do it now while he's tapped out. Doesn't get as many cards. If he has a Spell Pierce, he just has it. That's fine. What just happened? That didn't do anything. What? Oh, it's a pirate. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was a punt. I've never had the pirate clause come up before. Oh my god. I mean, hell, we play pirates too. That's great, dude. No, so we totally are dying. Alright. In the game now, we can play Cleansing Wildfire. We could play Owlbear. I mean, there's no reality. He doesn't have a counterspell. Yeah. Oh, well. Straight up bodied by blue-red blue-red scribe. Doesn't help him, like, misplaying like crazy, too. Another bridge. We're just gonna get hit for 5 again? Oh my goodness. Oh, it's been fiery cannonade. I wonder if he actually, like, intentionally, or they, rather, intentionally brought in Crimson Fleet Commander just because, like, it could potentially get around a fiery cannonade. Okay. We have enough mana now to play our Owlbear plus Red Elemental Blast, which is pretty sweet. Or we're going to spin the wheel with the Annoyed Allosaur, but then we'd tap out for that, so it's probably not the greatest. I might pick a fight over the ninja. see what he does. This is probably going to meet a counter spell. Spell status sprite, sure. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, my opponent's so far ahead right now. This game is spinning very quickly out of my control. Oh my goodness. Cleansing Wildfire. Another Red Elemental last day. So we could play the Owlbear. So let's just start with... Well, the problem is, even if we do Fiery Cannonade, we don't deal with the Crimson Fleet Commander. We could play Boarding Party. I'd much rather get one card deeper in our deck, and then have Counterspell back up, just in case they try to mess with our Owlbear. That'll allow us to at least like start blocking these ninjas and stuff, assuming they don't have like a Scred or anything like that. No, we need to keep up Red Elemental Blast just in case, because we can still just like Red Elemental Blast this ninja. Would we rather just do this now though, instead of when they untap? Let's see if we're able to get to combat and just like block the Owlbear here. Scred. They could have a fairy. Another fairy? Or just a dispel, does it? Hydroblast? Okay. Yeah. Yikes. So we get bodied by blue-red fae. Holy crap. Or a Scred red. Our totally irresponsible deck has issues? What? Weird. Surprise. Let's see. So he hits, man. You whiffed 3 times. One second. I'm just congratulating the opponent. All right. I do kind of like this list though. Like I'm having fun with it, and like is probably a Mardu's probably better. But it's funny. Like I don't know. I find it really really funny when you're playing like Stonehorn Dignitary along like, you know, big pissed off dinosaur, and like it's hilarious. I haven't had the true feel bad yet. Or like we're ahead and we're like cascading with our, you know, with our big old dinosaur, and we hit a Stonehorn Dignitary and just locked meta combat. We're beating him down at the same time because it's totally a win more. So needless. But this hand seems rough. We have no ramp. We have an Ephemerate, a removal spell. This is hot garbage, and we're keeping it. Watch her playing against like Cascade ourselves, and we're just gonna discover that like another Cascade list is just straight up better than ours. That's always a great feeling. Like I was playing White Weenie last weekend, and also the week leading up to it, and then like nothing was more gutting playing that deck than going against Slivers, because like it was just our deck but better. That's literally all that it was. Like because we're playing like these noodly armed like 2-1s and 2-2s and occasionally a 2-3. Whoa, watch out. And, yeah, they're just, like, their slivers get so fast so quickly. It was rough, man. John on a land's not bad. We don't really have anything to do except play reactionary, which isn't good. Because they're they're on a wildfire plan, too, to get ahead. Maybe we should be playing some number of, like, Great Furnaces and Citadels. Because that'll make our Galvanic Blast much more consistent. A Geomancer Gambit's actually pretty sweet. I did attempt to Geomancer's Gambit's an opponent's indestructible land. It sends a message. And I'm an idiot. Let's see. I have a feeling keeping up Bolt isn't the biggest thing right now. We'll just get a forest. So we can have, no, for sure we have double green for Noid Allosaur. Or a possible Owlbear we can draw. Mm-hmm. Wonder if they're on Cascade. Yeah. Okay, so they certainly are. I think they're probably just playing the red-green version, which is just way more consistent. And it's like very clear that they're playing Galvanic Blast themselves. So if we play a boarding party right now, I mean, sorry, if hypothetically we could play a boarding party right now, it'd likely just get bolted. I could run out a Dignitary. I'll fuck with that. And we could potentially Ephemerate if anything goes wrong. Because I mean, like they have like Gallop-Blast online, so they could just straight up Galvanic Blast it. We could Ephemerate end of turn, so we can take away 3 of their combat steps between now and my next upkeep. If they don't interact with it at all, which I kind of want to force them to do. And also I like the Dignitary here because it actually blocks this Packmate really well. And like any of their removal spells, like unless like they're holding a lightning bolt in their hand right now and they're like, oh god, I don't have a Galvanic Blast, like then potentially blocking with Surf Packmate would have been great. This is boarding party, yeah, it's fine. You got it, sir. Just bolt it. Llanowar Visionary, it's a good boy. I mean, actually, they've tapped out now. We could just Ephemerate and just like lose 3 of their combat steps. And then just like deal with this sometime between now and then. So actually, yeah, I'm kind of preferential. Just like, you just don't have combat for 3 turns. Open this up here. So, Ephemerate this guy. Let's play a Visionary. Another Ephemerate, eh? Jesus. Oh. We could play with, we can contend the boarding party for now. Or we can Ephemerate and just like take all their freaking all their combat steps away. Yeah, let's just Ephemerate now. Let's just get as much value as we can out of them tapping out this turn. Yup. So now they have 3 more combats they don't get to do. It should be 2's gonna go down this turn, it's gonna go back up to 3 at the beginning of our upkeep, assuming Dignitary doesn't get interacted with. This is gonna be like an Allosaur. Granted, we are kind of in a bad position right here, since we're not generating enough as much resources as they are. So like, both the Visionary, that's fine. And they could have a Galvanic Blast themselves for the Dignitary. Yep. Yikes! This is not good. So Ephemerate's gonna come off, unfortunately. I have nothing to target. So we'll just take away their boarding party. Play our own dino. Oh, we all know a way to play a dinosaur. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna cast it. Interesting. So Art Elemental's a very interesting hit, actually, because I still have a couple more turns before I have to worry about getting hit. So I could Art Elemental, get back Ephemerate, get back like a Lightning Bolt, maybe? We can get back a Geomancer's Gambit. It'll take us longer to... That'll be like a way to develop our lands, I guess. Yeah, to be totally forthright, I've never played an Ephemerate deck before, so this might be a mistake. Get back a bolt. And then if it sticks around, like, because we still have a couple of turns where they can't attack us. So we just have to draw a land between sometime now and then. Because, like, I have no problem 2-for-1ing myself to deal with this dinosaur at all. Because right now we're actually ahead of card. Well, that's not true. Because they have a bunch of permanents in play. But they have a... This is a boarding party? Yep. The boarding party. Oh boy. This Galvanic Blast is looking very silly without enough artifact lines to play. I think we do need to go this route of playing like artifact lines. Yeah, that's fine. Ah, it sucks to hit bolt off of the boarding party. And unfortunately, Ephemerate's gonna hit nothing. Poor Ephemerate. I guess that was the one thing about like Mnemonic Wall, is that it like completely dodged bolt. No. Land, please. Another boarding party. Ah! I mean, we're doing pretty good for a mulligan where we just straight up didn't have anything. So, what can you expect? This is going pretty alright. Then we can 2-for-1 next turn. If we don't like have gas, like deal with the Allosaur. I think this is their last turn without combat. Got a lot of value out of that goddamn dignitary, though. Another boarding party? Are you serious? No, Allosaur. Okay. I guess like here's where the Jund version would be pretty dope, because like at least like we'd have like, you know, straight up removal spells instead of like awkward Galvanic Blast and stuff like that. I think I am going to bring a Dust at us, though. That seems sick. And I'm a little leery of the Ephemerate loop with Stonehorn Dignitary, actually, because they play so many bolt effects, especially when they're playing Galvanic Blast in their deck. But okay, so let's think this through. So, if they have a boarding party, we can potentially bolt that, and then we'll take 6 either way. No, I think we're just going to get 2-for-1 here. It's going to feel really bad. I guess there's no argument for why we shouldn't do it during their turn. I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty resigned that we're going to lose this game. Huh. Yeah, did better than we expected, though. I think we only had like a 1-lander mold of 6. Like, did it right. Alright, opponent. Wildfire. Interesting. I wonder why they chose the, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter which one you pick. I guess it's better habits just to, like, choose the, one that's tapped. It's still interesting, though. As foretold. Alright. 11 me, eh? Yikes. Oh no. What can we do? Any top decks can get us out of this. Like, even if we hit like an untapped source, like playing a boarding party doesn't really do anything. I guess we could trade it to Allosaur, but then that can be killed easily by a bolt. And while they played 1 landing bolt 2. Yeah, because if they're playing the 4 and 4 split, they still have 5 copies of cards that would kill our boarding party in their deck right now. So I don't know. Unless something like wild happens, that's Thank you, game. Something wild happens and like we cascade into something really powerful. We're still just dead because we can like Galvanic Blast. We'll take. Oh wait, we can't even use Galvanic Blast. Yeah, because even if we blast the Llanowar Visionary, we'd still take 9. That's too bad. I guess like we could dig a little bit to hit a bolt, but then like there's really nothing to get us out of it though. So, alrighty. Unless like we get like another like insane dignitary rip. That seems so unlikely. I'm not gonna waste clock time on it. It's bored. No, come on. Don't crash on TGO. All right. So Dust to Dust is coming in. The question is do we want to stick with the Dignitary package against them? I mean, just Dignitary plus Ephemerate is pretty just good by itself. It's just these Elementalists is kind of what freaks me out about it. Let's see if we can write up a version where we don't. So probably cut a Trust. Galvanic Blast is seem pretty bad in this matchup. Just because we're so inconsistent with hitting it. It's like play a version that we go lean in on Dignitary just a bit more in the Ephemerates. That seems pretty okay. Do we play Weather the Storm? I guess it like kind of messes with their like cascades. It allows us to gain a ton of life. But I mean, unless we're like racing, like Weather is probably not that great. But yeah, so I don't know what we would take up, but Dust to Dust is probably crucial. And just the Ephemerate Dignitary combo is actually just sweet. So I don't know. Let's hope our deck like behaves. I mean, hey, we take it. Keep this. And then, so we have a Wildfire on turn 3, unfortunately. And then we'll be set up for a Dust to Dust after that. I do reckon, though, that since they're just playing red-green, like, they have to play the playset of the Indestructible lands. Because I guess, like, we technically do have more, like, targets for Cleansing Wildfire than they do. But with their inclusion of their destructible artifact lands, they have a higher density of lands that'll actually turn the Galvanic Blast on. So that's something we may have to look at, like running. Because I guess, you know, I've been so worried about, like, you know, the monkey. I forgot the name of the ooh. Oh, this is sweet. This is going to be dirty if we get to take them off 2 lands. Yeah, Cleansing Wildfire. We do have to get an untapped source there to actually take all their lands away. But I'm still worried about the Gorilla, that I don't like playing these artifact lands. The ones that are destructible, I should say. Especially, like, I imagine Affinity isn't going anywhere, so, like, I don't know. I think people are always in a pack, especially now, with everyone playing, like, artifact-based, like mana bases. Like, I'm just leery of bringing in, like, I don't know, something that's so fragile and something where people are probably packing tons of artifact hate. But, you know, here I am, I'm a hypocrite. I'm running outside of Dust to Dust, like, no way to interact with artifacts. Just a Gambit. Man, everyone likes bringing that Commodore in. I am totally fine taking 5, though, and taking them off a color and 2 lands. I'll just yield to this. So it's Dust to Dust, this and this. I do like playing this card on my board, though. It's super sweet. Bonder's Ornament, sure. Now if we hit another... Oh, that card's so good. I wish we were playing that, man. The card's so damn expensive at the moment. Yep, sure. Take our 5. A bolt here would be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I guess we could Ardent Elementalists, like, blow up their land, blow up their Bonner's Ornament. That does not seem bad at all, actually. And just, like, I don't know, block this Crimson Fleet Commander. Another Dignitary, eh? Okay, so if we drop the Stonewall Dignitary, sure, we don't take damage. It's like us not advancing their plans of, like, stopping them from drawing extra cards. Or, yeah, because I'm worried about this Bonner's Ornament becoming a problem. And I imagine there's going to be some artifact hate, I'm sorry, grave hate that came from the opponent, so I'm just going to get the valuable thing out of the deck, out of the graveyard now, just in case. Because, like, yeah, while Dignitary, like, will stop us from taking 5, like, you know, unless they have to have a Bolt interact and, like, you know, get this guy out of the way, otherwise it's killing it. If we just play, like, a Dignitary, they're just going to start drawing cards off this Monarch, and then, like, they're going to be, the Bonner's Ornament's going to come online, that's going to get very quickly out of our control. So this line, I don't know, like, oh, golly, yep, that's what I was worried about. Them having the 4 mana for the Bonder's Ornament. Yep, bolt it. You got it. So yeah, we'll take another 5. Granted, if we do Dust to Dust, we're gonna be at 5 at the after that other next turn. So yeah, bolt anywhere between now and then would be fantastic. Packmate. So you and you. Yeah, because their gambits, if they have any in their hand, are kind of bad. Sure, this is interesting. Alright, and then let's just foretell this for now, just so we can have something to do with our mana. And then we're gonna go to 5, unfortunately. I wonder what the black was for. That was bizarre. Is it like for like a duress or something? Or like some, I don't think there's instant speed duress in the game. Okay, so they just bloated black for whatever reason. You still had a Bonner's Ornament, baby. Alright. And they hit a land. Good on them. Alright, so play Dignitary. I mean, the problem is, like, with this Monarch in effect, like, me stalling them from, like, you know, not having resources in play didn't really affect them all that much. Just because, like, they're getting ahead on cards or drawing out of it, so I don't know. We could Dignitary. Doesn't really solve any of our problems, though. Just, like, commit 2 guys to the board. You're going to have to be responsible for 2 removal spells in order to be able to get through. I could play a Dignitary now, actually. Just, like, fog, like, every turn for, like, the next 2 turns while I'm, like, playing dudes. Honestly, it doesn't seem bad at all. Oh, it's gonna be bolt the Sharif or bolt me. Okay, yeah. So if he has another lightning bolt, now we're dead. Damn it! Turns out just regular Cascade that's just more streamlined and brewed properly is better. Yeah, I do suppose, like, being that risky with our life, like, yeah, turning off combat steps at a certain point won't matter because you can just get die from, like, Galvanic Bolt the deck. Okay. Good game, opponent. Man, that's too bad. You know, since this is probably going to take so long, and since I need to actually rebrew the deck anyways, I might just switch to what I'm currently on for White Weenie. Let's see. White Weenie, which has a Liliana on the cover. I don't know why. And play one more match with this deck and then call it a game. Yeah, so I probably should have shown like what the difference is in the deck. All right. So one of the cards we were running beforehand was Loyal Pegasus. And I think we had like three. We went down to two. And then another card we added as well was we swapped out a Forgetting Lawkeeper. And we cut a cartouche, actually, just so we can have our turn, all of our one-drop suite as consistent as possible. The main thing we were having issues with was War Falcon requiring a knight or a soldier, where the cartouche, like, yeah, while it's really, really sweet, don't get me wrong, it produced a warrior token, which doesn't interact with War Falcon at all. Another change we made is we added in Porcelain Legionnaire. I forgot this guy was a soldier. Or it might be a knight, I think. Yeah, it's a soldier. And it's basically a 2-drop in our deck. 3-1 with First Strike is super relevant in Pauper, because that allows us to really block just most things in the format. Except for things with evasion, obviously. But most, like, you know, things that try to gump the board and stuff like that. Like, Legionnaire is sweet. I did have the one case come up where... I'm sorry. Forgetting the... whenever I try to... Yeah, we always go first. But we did have the case where someone, I forgot the name of the card, Wrenchmine does, where, you know, we have to discard an artifact or discard 2 cards. The fact that the Legionnaire was a artifact mattered right then. It was super interesting. I'm like, oh, I never thought about that. Oh, he's going on a 6. It sucks. And then another change we made, well, I don't have it on my screen right now, but we switched to relying more on Ramosian Rally and having, I think we went down to only 2 copies of Guardian's Pledge as opposed to 3. Don't quote me on that. One might be in the board, but yeah, it's been fine. It's been like way more consistent. The one thing I noticed though with this Guardian's Pledge, I find myself like trying to use this to like win the game on the spot. And I'm always hunting for that. And I don't know, the Ramosian Rally, I feel like I'm able to use it more proactively, instead of like waiting the entire game with the stupid thing in my hand. And also it's like just a sweet combat trick. We just like tap our mana every turn, we're like slamming out more guys, and then, well, that's actually the key issue, was like Guardian's Pledge, we have to decide between expanding our board state or buffing our board state. And, you know, and it's zero sum, one or the other. And I don't know, whereas Ramosian Rally, we can use the creatures that we're playing to, like, you know, pay for it and stuff like that. So it was just much better for tempo. And I've come to like it more. This is interesting. Is this Familiars by chance? Am I going to be doing the good old Dead here very soon? So let's swing with 2 guys. Start with that. Play another War Falcon to see if it takes the bait from the opponent. Start with War Falcon. Do you care? Okay. This might get countered. He's thinking about it, so that means he does have a counterspell in his hand. Now, if that was a Stealth Sweater Sprite, for instance, yeah, this guy is technically a 4-mana creature, so that wouldn't have mattered. Okay. Is this the Angelic Core Skyfisher Bounce Your Own Tranquil Grove? I mean, that seems fine. Like, and it's actually perfectly reasonable, because, like, from my opponent's point of view, that blocks all of my creatures. Very well, actually. You know, surviving and everything. But, yeah, we have a Guardian's Pledge, so we're just gonna do that instead. Hit him for a bunch. And then what's really nice too is, okay, just make sure not to screw up. So we can follow up with Search Party Captain right afterwards. Oh. I mean, technically, this is like infinitely better than Ramosian Rally right now, because, well, I guess our creature would still live either way. So yeah, Ramosian Rally would basically be the same result, albeit the opponent will be at a different life total, but... Yep. Search party captains turned out to be like absolutely insane. Like I'm having to argue myself being responsible, not running 4. I mean, like I don't know. I guess this was a hand where we saw 2 and it was fine. So maybe the right number is 4. And we like cut some of the more expensive guys. The Chimera we do not cut. Yeah, okay. So I don't know, but I don't think the optimal brew has been found yet for this little white weenie deck. Maybe it's like the Gideon's Lockkeeper? I don't know. I don't know what our opponent's on. It's probably some sort of Ephemerate list. So let's just bring a relic in. I imagine they have some sort of like journeys in their deck, so like Cathar Commander doesn't seem bad. Porcelain Legionnaire, while stats are very good, I don't think the first strike is going to be super relevant. So we'll just stick with the Cathar's Commando, do that kind of swap. The other switches from there. I don't think we want to mess with any of our one drops right now because they seem pretty fine. I mean, maybe we're beating 2 nuts here and we just don't worry about the relic. Wow, Guardian's Poach was a 1-of, and that, holy shit, that was really lucky. Yeah, but Barosian Rally would have been precisely the same result, though. Because we still would have swung out and won. It was the wideness that mattered, and we just had to, like, it was able to, you couldn't profitably block, which Remosian would have done just as well. Yeah, this hand's fire. Yeah, turn 1 War Falcon. Man, I love War Falcon so much more than the Loyal Pegasus. Like, it's... The Pegasus, like, the main difference is it's just not a turn 1 play. It just isn't. It's not a good turn 1. Like, because there's no way to get an attack on your following turn. So, like, War Falcon's just better. It has, like, the same stats, basically. Like, and, you know, we can follow it up with just a creature on our next turn, so... I think next turn we go... Inspector Pegasus? Because if he's truly blue-white, there'll be no way for him to interact with us with removal during combat, I think. Crystallization, okay, very interesting. I'm very happy I brought my Cathar Commandos. Okay. So let's do the same thing though, the same plan. Just Loyal Pegasus, 3-bit Inspector. I think we're gonna keep going wider though, instead of opting for the Search Party Captain. Next turn, assume we get to attack. Except I don't know if Crystallization, there's many situations where we're gonna want to blow this, as opposed to having a Cathar Commando. Unless like we exactly want to attack on that turn, and then we like pay 3 mana to do so. To like basically have like a 2-1 with, oh wait a second. Yeah, it's like a 2-1 with haste basically. We can play Daybreak Chimera here pretty well, actually, because they didn't remove it from the game technically. A land would have been fantastic. We could honestly play a Correspondent Fish or bounce the War Falcon at some time. Does not seem bad at all. Well, let's start with just dealing damage. Yeah, but I think we want to go as wide as possible just so we can make sure that this Gideon's, the Search Party Captain's cheap as possible, as quickly as possible. So yeah, this only increases our power by 2. Whereas like Daybreak Chimera will increase it by 3. Well, even if they have removal, we do need to draw a card here pretty soon though. So let's instead choose to go wide, just in case we hit a Remosian Rally, or yeah, Remosian Rally, because we want to have as many creatures as possible to benefit that from. That's the only downside though, is the Daybreak Chimera, I think it's in like 3 turns, assuming we get a Remosian Rally at some moment in that time, the Daybreak would have been better on board. Optimally though, we'll get to swing with all 4 of these creatures, play a Search Party Captain, and then sometime between drawing a card for my turn or drawing a card for Search Party Captain, we get a land, so then we can play Daybreak Chimera on that turn. And Gideon's Lawkeeper here is nothing to laugh at either, because like it allows us to. Oh, this is some sort of like. What is this? Some sort of enchantment toolbox. Now I understand why they played Crystallization. Oh, that's weird. I love toolbox decks, so like I've looked at Pilgrims so much. I probably should have been a dead giveaway too. Like very bizarre, weird enchantments. What did he grab? Another Crystallization? I mean, it makes sense. Imagine it's gonna be Loyal Pegasus. Another Daybreak Chimera. Oh, how unfortunate. You can honestly just like attack with you, you, and you, and then follow up with the Daybreak Chimera. She's probably gonna crystallize the Pegasus, so I maybe don't want to give him a target for it right away. Next, I'd rather have my 3-mana my 3/3. If we draw a land here, that'd be sweet, so we can play Core Skyfisher, bounce our Search Party Captain back to our hand to protect it. Awesome. Yeah, because he's probably going to crystallize the Skyfisher. Yeah. Oh no, don't sneeze. Don't sneeze into the microphone. Oh my goodness. Oh, I was so close. I'm so sorry. So I guess next turn is going to be attack with all of our dudes again. Or attack with these 3 dudes, I mean. And then Daybreak Chimera Search Party Captain. It seems pretty solid. So you, and you. They bounce butts. You take 3. Then play Daybreak Chimera. Actually, let's play our Search Party Captain first, just in case. He knows about that one. We might draw. Okay. Yeah, just another Chimera. Sure. So yeah, here's a big dumb guy. Yeah. And then we can. Oh, I don't know if we just. I mean, we have no reason to use the Gideon's Lawkeeper just yet. There's something like really scary standing in the way. So, yeah, I guess we can Chimera Thraben Inspector. Man, it's so weird, like playing like my knee-jerk reaction. I know this is just like just over playing the years. I'm used to playing against decks like this with like a blue-white Persuasion, like to have some sort of board wipe in the back of my mind, like, oh, that's always something they can do, but it's just unique to Pauper that white doesn't have any wrath effects, which is so strange. It's like in red and black, like, which I mean, I suppose black has a ton of Vedic effects, and like red does as well, but they're very aggressive and fast ones, and of course those are the only ones we have access to in this format. But it's just strange. Like I'm used to blue-white decks having some sort of reset button, whereas here I'm like, I make the board as wide as possible, whatever. Like, yeah, I'm gonna be the opponent right now, man. That's hard. Hard choice. I mean, I suppose. No, yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, he's only at 11, man. Like, we really haven't roughed him up that much. We've just gone wide as hell. Because, like, even right now, if we swing out with no interaction from the opponent, I mean, so they'll do the normal blocks. They take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They got into 3 and they're dead. So they right now they're dead in 2 turns with no interaction. Even if they have 1 removal spell, they stop the Daybreak Chimera. They take 5 damage. Core Skyfisher, sure. And then bounce the Heliod's Pilgrim and then possibly get another Crystallize. Oh. Okay. I mean, I could tap down. I could tap down their Skyfisher, and then so like I can don't worry about any of like my my loyal Pegasus dying. Yeah, so that's what we ought to do. If we hit a land here, we get to do like fucking everything we want to do. Because then we can play Thraben Inspector, tap down their guy. Ooh, Ramosian Rally. I mean, with these crystallizes, we can still pay for it. So yeah, let's tap down this guy. Okay. Attack with all creatures. Yes, good, good. We did it. It's like a billion you. I will contend the deck does semi-okay against, actually won against goblins, believe it or not. Like old-fashioned aggro goblins. But yeah, with that, unfortunately my stream's over for the night. I have a couple more things I need to do before this weekend ends, but for any of you guys who are watching, thank you very much. I am going to look at the Naya Cascade deck. I think there's an idea is there, like playing Ephemerates and having your have a spell come back into your hand from the new red effect we have, our new Mnemonic Wall in red, or I think it's called Archaeomancer in effect in red. I think maybe Mardu is more than likely better, or Esper. No, I'm sorry, Mardu. Sorry. Yeah, so I don't know what the hell kind of shell we would have, because like I think the idea with Naya was, I was thinking, oh, we have very easy, like, you know, value engine out of cascading, and every card draws, and we don't have to worry about Ephemerate necessarily not having a target, because most of the cards, most of the deck, I think, yeah, every single creature in that deck was an Ephemerate target, so it's like as long as there's anything on the board, it should be fine. But might need to take a little bit of look at it, tweak at it, maybe look at the mana base. That might be the problem, but anyhow, thank you guys for sticking around. You guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye.